my word for your practice today is lightness. And sometimes we see this as an instruction on how to play something. It says lightly, and what does this mean? The music dances in a particular way when we think of this word light. The music is not heavy and plodding. The music is up on tiptoes, lightly moving across the surface of a floor if we're thinking of the way that the music might dance if we play something lightly. We can also think about technique as being light versus our technique being kind of heavy and slow and sluggish. So this might be an invitation to just release a little bit of tension. So if you imagine a lightness in your technique, you may find that some of the tensions and the issues that you've been experiencing are released, and your instrument and the sound from your instrument feels lighter, it feels more effortless. And then the other thing that we can think of is this lightness as a color, so as a contrast to darkness. And sometimes we can think of music, it's common to say that a major scale has a light, bright quality, and minor scales have a darker quality. But even if you're playing minor scales or a piece in a minor key, how can you bring lightness to the darkness of that minor key? Because lightness and darkness exist in they can't exist without each other. We need one to recognize the other. And so by recognizing lightness, you may also think about the darkness and think about how you can make your lightness, the lightness of the music you're playing, lighter in contrast to the darkness of other parts of the music. So that's my word for your practice today. You can interpret it as you wish, which is lightness of the music, lightness of technique, maybe even a lightness of your mind. So letting your mind just float along, and if there's a problem, a mistake, your mind notices it, and like stones dropping into the water, you drop the stone in, there's a ripple, and you notice the ripple, but you just let the ripple run its course, and eventually the water will be smooth again. So this lightness is a very, very nice word to bring into your practice, and I hope it gives you a nice practice session. I hope you make some really nice music in your practice session, focusing on the idea of lightness. Hi, I'm Erica. I am a musician and music teacher, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more practice tips, motivation, and inspiration. And also share this video with any friends who are also practicing music. And finally, if you like, you can stick around for a short meditation at the end of this video to prepare you for a great day's practice. So happy practicing, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So let's just take some time to prepare the body and the mind for practice. Take out your instrument, books, music, whatever you need for your practice today, and then spend a few moments making the space comfortable. And when you're ready, coming to a place of stillness, you can stand or sit with your instrument, and then with the next exhale, gently closing the eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. Notice where in the body you feel that breath moving, the nose, the throat, chest, diaphragm, where you feel the rise of each inhale and the fall of each exhale. And now you can begin to count each breath. 1 with the inhale, 2 with the exhale, 3 inhale, 4 exhale. Just up to a count of 10, then returning back to 1 again. And if any thoughts appear in the mind, simply noting, thinking, or any feelings, noting, feeling, and bringing the attention back to the breath. If you find you're distracted, simply returning to the count of 1, back to 10, and then repeat back at 1. So now slowly bringing your awareness back to the body, feeling the weight of your body in the chair, or the feeling of the feet connected to the floor. Maybe the feeling of your instrument under your fingers, its texture. And then, when you're ready, you can blink the eyes open, and I wish you a wonderful day's practice.